spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Houston Cougars, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Washington Huskies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. They're going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
Hey, he barely got the ball. He just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. On the ground, it's Parker. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the touchdown, Husky. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Warren. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Hand off from the shotgun. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Right back to him on the ground. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Buying some time. Just refused to take it out of reverse, got caught for the safety, and he might spend some time on the bench after that one.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost when you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
Gonna run it. It's Parker. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Caught behind the line. It's Parker. Looking for room at the 40. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense.
It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Washington. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Open space at the 25. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week they did nothing. They got nothing going. Looked really, really poor. This week's starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build off of for this offense.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Reels it in down the left side. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
And the Cougars, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sanford. And that one looks great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Defense in press coverage. To the air on second down. Pressure coming. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Washington. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll give it to the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. The Huskies love these backs that can churn up yardage like a Corey Dillon and Napoleon Kaufman used to do.
Yeah, just guys that you can depend on, guys you can hand it to and know you're going to get really, really good production. Then what does that do? It opens up the whole offense, gets everybody jacked up in the Pacific Northwest.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Williams looking for a man. Fires left. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he eluded the defense, and they'll take it all away. Touchdown, Huskies.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Cougars. He just took it the entire length of the field, end-to-end, coast-to-coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, take a knee, no, yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty flag down. I think the offense is going to pick up the first down. The defense was offside. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. They'll leave it with him. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. That carry puts him over 2,500 yards for his career.
And it's been really fun to watch this guy's development in college football. He's gotten bigger, stronger, and faster in every game. He just seems to get a little bit better. That's a pretty nice milestone to hit.
The nice milestone, nice consistency, nice durability. It takes you being healthy, and this guy's really done a good job throughout his career being that lead guy and putting up numbers. And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Off play action. Bring in the heat. Finds the tight end. Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect and to keep the drive going.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Williams will pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Sends it back in motion. They'll run it to the right. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field and getting the big touchdown.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So an 82-yard drive there, and they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Here's the pressure. Finds a crease at the 20. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Buys a little time. Got out of trouble and throws. But it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Connection to the right. Purdy on the Jets. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
Looking downfield on first down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Might be looking to run. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Cougars. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. He's looking to throw. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Williams looking for a man. Caught in the backfield. It's Parker. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. He might want another play. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. That's caught. It's Williams. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Warren. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Wants to go up top on first down. Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down and run. Keeps it and gets the first down. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man, really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass, but then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guy, so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Firing to the right, complete. Turning it on. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Houston! And the comeback is on. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. Rolls it in. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Takes the handoff. It's Parker. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Right back to the well. Can't get him to the ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Let's go. The play action fake. Quarterback adapting. He's going to run it. At the 20, he's got space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
The throw to the outside is complete. Touchdown, Husky! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. To the air on first down. Rush is on him. He's going to take off. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Obviously, this quarterback is a huge part of their rushing attack, and you've seen that early in this game. He's been very, very productive running the ball. Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes it's on scrambles like what you just saw. But with his speed, he makes it so difficult on a defense.
The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sanford. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job on the D.
So now it's second and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on second down. Here's a heat. He'll try to... There he goes. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Second down, he'll throw it. Here comes the heat. We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's go. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Goalpost tapping you on the shoulder. Just take care of the football here. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety.
These offenses, sometimes when they get pressed and they know they got to go fast and they got to put points on the boards, sometimes they get a little bit reckless, and they do right here. They give up the safety. Now down multiple possessions and kicking off. The chances of them winning just went way downhill.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Buys a little extra time. Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. Got room at the 35. Oh, out of space. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Grab behind the line. It's Harris. Touchdown, Huskies. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Tennessee has just had no answers today. Both sides of the ball look like all the smoggy smoke on Rocky Top has been in their eyes since kickoff. They're trailing by 21 to Florida. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the Houston offense once again. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
Then try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Pressure coming. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football is going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there getting the sack.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Gets it out quickly. Oh, he's got some space. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. The Cougars will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. They get him down on the play, and this big-armed sophomore's not afraid to show off the gun. Houston going up-tempo. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Bringing it back. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
The run from the shotgun. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Turner. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They want to throw it. On the run, still looking. Going for 6. Touchdown, Houston. Fired in from the red zone for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. The handoff keeps working on that clock.
And he's done everything for this offense today, running the football, so much so that he's now got 98 yards rushing. We're in the 4th quarter. One more carry, and this guy could eclipse the 100-yard mark.
Motion from the wideout. Williams will pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Shoots it to the left. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is frustrating. You know, you're an offense. You're in a great position. You're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you could possibly do.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 10. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Houston wants to play fast. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. Unleashes to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Flushed out of the pocket. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on fourth down. Snapped it in the shotgun. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Just under a minute and a half to play, and to have a shot, you got to believe they have to recover this onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. They'll start this drive at their own 48. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted for the 11th time. Taking it the other way. Inside, touchdown, Washington. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Got it in the middle. It's Whitaker. On the move at the 30. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look nice in the stats column, but probably not enough to make a difference in the game. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you are.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now it's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Still looking, on the move. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab, it's Whitaker, and he's wrestled to the ground. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. With the clock running, this should be the final play. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.